Downtown Istanbul, the commercial capital of Turkey, the largest city in this country, has really turned into a place of unrest, an explosion of anger that started with demonstrators who tried to hold a sit-in 4 days ago. They didn't want the park over there to be demolished and turned into a shopping mall. Now, this place has turned into a riot zone, and it's catching an awful lot of ordinary citizens and tourists in the midst of all of this tear gas and water cannons and violence.
And Ivan now joins us live from Istanbul. Ivan, I started my day seeing a tweet from you saying that you were gassed on the way to work. It looks like it hasn't improved. Yeah, this is not about the park anymore, is it? This is about a government that is showing an increasing intolerance to any kind of dissent.
You're right. We just got gassed here, so I may have to put this back on. It's been all day here in our office like this. I think part of the frustration that you're hearing from many urban young Turks who live in Istanbul, the largest city here, is anger, and you can hear them banging on metal around us. Anger that the government just won't let them express themselves, protest, and that it is using tear gas on a weekly, if not daily basis to break up demonstrations. This is, as you mentioned, as I've mentioned before, the Times Square of Istanbul, and anytime you get more than 100 people gathering here, the riot police hit them with water cannons and with tear gas. And this has become so frequent and prevalent in Turkey, Michael, that people now joke that if you can't get your kids to eat their vegetables at night at dinner, the cops will show up and offer to hit them with tear gas or pepper spray. That has really triggered a lot of anger. So demonstrators here are saying this isn't about a park getting turned into a shopping mall anymore. This is about our government refusing to let us express ourselves.
And I mean, real quickly here, what has it been like for you? I mean, we see in some ways struggling. I know when you have you're exposed to tear gas, it can be pretty difficult.
Well, I mean, just imagine we're in an area of banks and airline ticketing agencies and wig shops, of all things, and people are afraid. They're hiding in their homes. They're getting gassed while going through the biggest transit hub in Turkey's largest city, just trying to get to work or get to their classes or go about their daily business. And the tear gas has even gotten into the subway system. That's an enclosed area where people describe to us being overwhelmed by the fumes, by the chemicals in tunnels underneath the ground. And this is not the first time that I've seen scenes like this in Istanbul. May Day, International Labor Protest Day, there was a war zone here as well when the government refused to allow people from the labor movement to gather in this very square. A lot of young people we're talking to saying they're just going to pick up the intensity of these clashes with the police this evening.
All right, Ivan, please be safe. Ivan Watson out of Istanbul, and really amazing when you think about that, just trying to get through the streets, get to home, get to work, and having to deal with that kind of gas.
And it's probably going to get worse, as Ivan was saying. This is not about that park anymore. This is about something far bigger and broader. All right, coming up on Around the World, Toronto's